Hi, my name is Paul Neal, and welcome to the Intermediate Rigging DVD number 1. This DVD is aimed to teach you about intermediate level rigging for production. I'll be showing you some of the methodologies and steps I take to create animator-friendly rigs for the production environment. A good rig can help an animator a lot in being able to produce the kind of action and acting that they need to pull off a believable scene, whether it be cartoon, live action, fantasy, or anything else you can come up with. A good rig won't make good animation, as that is up to the animator's artistic capabilities, but a good rig can certainly make it easier. Before you start this DVD, you should have a basic understanding of Max's rigging features and a good understanding of its workflows and methodologies. You should have at least done all of the shipping tutorials on rigging that come with 3D Studio Max. And you'll get a lot more out of this DVD because you'll understand more of the problems that can arise and how I solve them with the steps that I take. Any prior knowledge from other packages would also help, as feature names, methodologies, and steps to take to rig a character are often very similar from package to package. We'll be covering 9 chapters in this DVD, starting with Chapter 1, the FK Spine. This sounds very simple, but I'll be showing you how to create a counter-rotating spinal column that is very easy to make smooth S shapes and keep your character focused on target. Chapter 2, Creating Control Objects, I'll show you how I create control objects and zero them out. This means you'll be able to easily get your character back to its starting point and positions on any control object in the rig at any time, as well as have an easier time wiring, scripting, or expressioning to those controls. In Chapter 3, Constraints and Wire Parameters, I'll show you how to use rotation constraints and wire parameters to connect the spinal column to the control objects to create those really nice S shapes in your spine. Chapter 4, Legs and Reverse Foot Rig, I'm going to show you how to create the bone system for a leg and an inverse foot rig that basically has the bones traveling in the opposite direction. This will make it very easy for creating foot rolls. In Chapter 5, Creating Scripted Custom Attributes, I'm going to show you how to use Max Script and not the built-in Custom Attributes tool to write your own scripted custom attributes. This chapter would be best if you had some prior knowledge of scripting, but doesn't require it. In Chapter 6, Reading and Updating CA Definitions, I'll show you again how to use Max Script to read in any custom attribute definition, whether you've created it using straight script or the built-in tool, edit it, and reapply it back to the object. Chapter 7, Reactor Controllers, I'll show you how to use the reactor controllers in Max to set up the foot roll for the feet to a single spinner so that you can actually have a heel, ball to toe roll smooth and fluid as it transitions from one to the other. In Chapter 8, Creating a Stretchy Leg, I'll show you how to utilize the expression controller to write an expression that will create a stretchy leg that will dynamically calculate the length between the foot and the hip and adjust the length of the leg accordingly. This helps a lot when you're trying to pose your character a little more out of reach than what it's capable of doing. It'll allow the legs just to automatically stretch to make up for it. This could also be set on to squash and stretch for cartoony characters. Chapter 9 is the conclusion, and I'll cover all of the major points that I've made during the DVD. I hope you enjoyed the DVD, and we'll move on to the first chapter, Creating the FK Spine.